Hey guys, the last time we were together on the curtain thing, I was actually folding and ironing them into like the hems, literally. So here I'm just sewing through the folded side, securing it. This is now finishing off the hem of the curtains. So I'm done hemming the bottom of this. What is left now is to attach the linings. Yep. So this one and this one and the lace is down here. You probably can't see. It's for the dining area. And then these ones are for the sitting area. These are the biggest. I think they are each 5.5. Is it 5.5? No, they are more than that. Is it 5.5? Yeah, it's 5.5 because they 5 meter each or 5.5 each, because the width of the sitting area, ne, it's the width of the sitting area, it's 5 meter. So I doubled that inside. I doubled that, so I made it 10 meter. Was it 12? I didn't buy it, I bought 12 meter. I bought 12 meter, which was going to allow me to have comfortable seams on the side, and then be able to attach the lining on it. And then the one that is on the dining area, it's 3.5 meter. Yes, it's 3.5 meter. So I bought 7.5 meter, and then I asked them to do, actually no, I'm lying. On that one I didn't do the 7.5 meter. I doubled it, but I told myself that the seams will still come from the 7 meter, because I bought 7 meter, but I asked them to do 3.5 and 3.5. So even with this one, I asked them to do 3.5 by 3.5, and the length is 252 centimeter, which is 2.5 centimeter basically. So yeah, and then my hemming line, my hemming was 20 centimeter. If you don't sew, this is probably not going to make sense to you. My hem line was 20 centimeter for both of them, and which meant I did the first 2 centimeter. The first fold, it was 2 centimeter, and then the second fold was 18 centimeter. So with the lining, I cut the lining to be exactly 252 centimeter, and I still hemmed it to remember the hem of the curtains, the normal curtains, it I cut the length to be 272, so I hemmed 20 centimeter, which is 2 centimeter the first fold, and then the second fold was 18 centimeters. So with the lining, I did exactly 252 centimeter, which meant that it's going to be 20 centimeter shorter than the curtain. That's how I make my curtains. But I realized it might be problematic on my front, on my thing. How do you call it? Might be problematic on my sitting area, now that I think about it, because my sliding, it ends way at the bottom. So if the curtain is closed, the lining might be slightly shorter, it might show. I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. If it doesn't work out, I'll just take it out. But who cares, Mara? Hey? Because my curtains, majority of the time, they are open. So it will be, I don't know who will care. But they might be shorter. They might be funny looking outside, but the lining is 20 centimeters short. So I did 252 exact, and then I folded 20 centimeter, 2 centimeter first fold, and the second centimeter was 18. I think this probably would make sense if I show you guys. Was I not with you? Did I not fold this with you guys? Oh, I think it's part of the footage that I had to delete. This is the, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, is the 20 centimeter that I had folded. Maybe let me step back a little bit, but you can see inside there's a 2 centimeter. I don't know if it's visible if I put it this way. There's a 2 centimeter that I already folded in, and then the 18 centimeter. So this is how it looks. And I went for the cream lining, even though I should have went for the white one. The white one gets dirty way too quickly, and it gets way too visible. And I've seen the one that I made for my Limpopo house. It's the same cream as this one. Doesn't give me that much of a hassle. So that's what we are doing. We are going to attach the lining, but I'm not happy with one curtain. I just feel like it didn't do what I wanted it to do. I don't know if it's going to be fine if when I iron it, because the thing about curtains, once you start picking it, the thread, you know, they are made in a way that you can just do this and then it will, you know. So I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not going to pick it because I don't want to damage it, but it doesn't look like I want it to look, but it is what it is. The good thing about it is that it is the one for the sitting area, for the sliding door, and the majority of the time they are open. Even if it doesn't look good, you will not see. That's the good thing about it. So let me attach the linings. I have allocated myself 3 hours. For the next coming 3 days, I'm going to be making these curtains to finish them for 3 hours, because one thing about sewing, if you sit down for a long time, it kind of messes up with your body. So I still have other things that I need to do. I don't want to neglect anything. They say we are doing things properly. I'm not going to neglect anything, but we will be attaching the lining. As of, if I don't know if I'm going to be able to attach the the tape, because I have a tendency to say, let me just rather finish. And when I say that, something gets neglected on the day that I'm supposed to do, and then it piles up for the following day, and then the following day's chores piles up on that. So I'm not going to do that this year. Ngumama manje. They can call me mama as much as they want. I'm 40 years old. We are doing things responsibly. So yeah, let me attach the lining. I'll try and show you. This is where it always beats me, because this one needs to be inside, ne? But why am I now having to use my mind? Oh God. So this side of, I don't know if you can see, this side of the lining, this is how it needs to look, Kamol, on the inside. Because how we change her, it's going to look. So I think it's, what I need to do is wrong side. I need to sew it wrong side. I need to sew the wrong side on the right side of the fabric, right? So because we're sort of like creating a pocket. Yes, right side to right side, right? Right side to right side. When you turn it on the inside, it's going to be the perfect, it's going to face this. Yeah, let's try. The good thing about the sides is that even if you pick it, it's okay. You can pick it, you know, you can actually cut it. So it needs to line up with the top part. I get it has to be shorter at the bottom, but at the top it needs to line up. So this is how we're going to sew it, right side to right side. I just need to think I'm sewing 4 centimeters. I need to check how many centimeters I took. This one is going to be a hassle. Oh no, it's a lot of fabric. Oh, I took out 10 centimeters, which means I'm going to sew 2 centimeters or 3 centimeters, and then 7 centimeters will be the inside, will be the turning. Yeah, 7 centimeters will be the turning, or I do 4 centimeter, and then 6 centimeter would be the turning of the fabric. But I think I like this one more. Or 2 centimeter, and then 8 centimeter even the turning inside. I think I like it that way more. After sewing it, I ended up going for 4 centimeter. You can see how much space is left. That's because between the curtain and the lining, that's because they are not the same size. I need to be able to turn it. It will make sense as I go along, as we sing. If it will make sense as I go along. Why am I saying as I sing? As I'm busy sewing, it will make, after I've sewn both sides, you'll understand. You know, guys, I'm taking risks doing what I'm doing. This is probably the first time I'm doing something with you in real time, especially when it comes to projects like this, because you know these things don't, sometimes they don't come out the way you want them to. But this year I want to show you guys imperfection. I want to show, I'm inviting you into some of the things that I do without wanting them to be perfect. I want to show the life that I say I'm sharing with you, or the side or the part of the life that I say I'm sharing with you as it is. You know, if I'm doing something and it doesn't come out perfectly, like, I want us to learn together through the journeys that I'll be taking. We will be learning together, and hopefully even the mistakes that I make along the way, you guys will learn from them. So these curtains, I'm making them with you guys. So I'm going to iron this like this. You see that the lining where it ends, and then like that, and that's the bottom part of the, so I'm going to iron it like this inside, and then there will be a stitch that is going to run. There's going to be a stitch that's going to run here. This will be under, it's going to run here, and it will close this off. But I'm going to make sure that everything is tucked inside nicely. There won't be this, there isn't going to be any of these threads here. So that's how I'm going to finish it. That's how you turn it, you know. The wrong side of the lining is facing the wrong side, and the right side, it's this is the part that is gonna show outside. That is our curtain. And then whoop, hypo. And then where's the pin side? This is where I'm going to attach the tape. Yeah, I'm going to attach the tape. Got 1 centimeter here. Let me show you. This is the tape that I will be using. Yeah. So I'm going to attach it got 1 centimeter like this. But I'm going to have to do this like a little bit. This needs to start here. So that you see it's going to be 1 centimeter, because we want this part, this one, it needs to show. So I'm going to play it safe with 1 centimeter. And the reason I'm leaving this here is that when you, where's the pin? I'm going to pin it like that. After you've sewn it, and then now you are turning it. Oh, damn it. This is the wrong side of this guys, because it didn't roll. I don't want to mess it up. I'll mess it up once I'm starting. I feel like I'm taking it gibberish, but once you attached 1 centimeter, obviously this side is going to be, how do I put it? Let me just do this. Pretend that this is the wrong side, né? This is the right side, but this is not how it's supposed to. But once I've sewn the 1 centimeter, and then I turn it, I get like this. Should I do 2 pins? My waist is, this is how you attach it. Then you're going to turn it. You will be turning it, and after we turn, obviously this thing is going to be the other way around. It's going to be, because I got this side, I'm going to do it at this side. I'm going to unroll it there so that I can start it nicely, or the other side. So you will turn it 1 centimeter like this, right? And then this is how it's going to be. This is where I want my hooks to be. Does that make sense? And then because it's this, it's going to allow me to, let me bend this a little bit. When it's this long, okay, it's going to, after you turn it, it allows me now to say, okay, what do? We bend it equal to the curtain. Okay. There's going to be a lot of ironing. It will make sense this way, and then put it in there, right? And then making sure that it aligns with the curtain like this. Making sure that it aligns with the curtain. This will be inside. You won't see this outside. And then once you are done, you will iron. You will first run a stitch here on top, and then run a stitch at the bottom. More. I'll probably cut this part if it's still like this. I'll run a stitch like this, which is going to be inside. So I really need to be careful with where I put my 1 centimeter or half a centimeter. I think I'm going to do half a centimeter like here, right? So that I can be able to run a stitch once I turned it here, right? Without having to compromise the hooks, because let me show you. If I run a stitch here, if I start my seam, I get attaching half of this, and then my stitch for securing it will be here, which will allow me this space to the hook to be able to hang them, because I don't want to use this part. It looks untidy. This part on top of the rail there, it looks untidy. So I want to be able to use this part. I'm thinking gibberish, I know, but once the curtain is done, I'll show you guys. The potatoes, I boiled them with a little bit of salt and then placed them in on a lined pan, drizzled them with oil and then smashed them, and then I baked them in the oven until they were golden brown. Now I'm simply just cutting them into pieces. It is a potato salad. I only had 4 potatoes, by the way. Yes, I only had 4 potatoes, and then I added a red onion onto there. I didn't have fresh herbs, so I used a couple of baby spinach leaves, and I used peas. I added peas, and I also added apple cider vinegar in there. And I also added mustard sauce. Yes, I did add mustard sauce. If you have grain mustard, this will do it. It will be great with a grain mustard. Yes, and then I also added aromat. You can add salt if you are not an aromat person, and then stir that in. That was our potato salad. We had that with our hake that I just our hake medallion that I just prepared with you guys, and with rice. It was a simple meal. I've had a long day. I've had such a long day since morning, doing sewing the the curtains. It has been a long day, and in that mix I was also washing our sheets, and I'm still on that place where I say we have one pair of sheets that we use, me and my husband and Theo, that we prefer, that we like the quality. I haven't been able or be in a financial position that we can buy another pair. So far we are still using the sheets that we prefer, and most of the time I wash them and then I dry them halfway, and then I iron them, and then I put them back. When you see me ironing them, know that my beds are empty, are naked. But I am not complaining, honestly. That's fine. This is life. You can't have everything. We have to be patient with everything that we need. And I was on my last batteries here, but I was so proud of myself that I was able to do everything that I had set out to do on this day. And every time when I go to bed with all my tasks completed, I'm always so happy, because that means the following day I'll focus on the task of that day. I won't have to start with the task that I didn't finish the previous day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. And if you like the kind of content that I'm sharing, kindly subscribe and kindly watch the video up until the end. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy watching it. I hope to see you on my next upload again. Bye. I honestly thought I was done with the voiceover, but apparently not. It is 3 cups of bread flour, half a teaspoon of yeast, half a teaspoon. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, half a teaspoon, and you are going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, and then you are going to add water, plus or minus 1.5 cup of lukewarm water. We are making a rustic bread. Yes, we are making a rustic bread. I think it's not the first time that I am making it with you guys, but we are making it, but it will not be, the final product will not be on this video. It will be on the next video, but I have to make it for it to be on the counter, to prove on the counter overnight, and then we will shape it in the morning and bake it mid-morning. So I am adding my water bit by bit. I first started with 1.25 cup, 1.25 cup of lukewarm water. Mix that in. It has to be, how do I put it? It shouldn't be wet or dry. It should be in the middle. It should look like it is not well combined. That's how you want it. And you're going to let it sit on the counter overnight and bake it the following day. The remaining quarter of the water, you will add it bit by bit.